Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Now we have our revision, dear students. We started with the general revision and the enrichment, which was about the real talk and the conversation, the different topics that we had in the reading and the writing as well. And then the second period of the enrichment, we had revised together the vocabulary, and we have also the word check, which are in units 1 and 2. Now we are going to complete what we started. Of course, we are going to go back to the same topic, which is vocabulary in our units. But this time we are going to focus on the vocabulary of units 3 and 4. So we have passed by 1 and 2. We are going to just see what we have in 3 and 4, starting with the unit, which is unit 3. And as you can see that we have here a quotation. So let's just start with something positive here. Now here, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. So just to give you a reminder that it is very important to work hard today so you can relax and you can see your achievements tomorrow, inshallah. Now we're going to just go to our unit, which is what will they think of next. And the words, if you recall that we had different words, of course, starting with page number 35 in your book, we have the vocabulary check. Now, what are the words that we passed by? If you remember that we have here the word circuits, as we can see, that paths for electrical currents. We also passed by the word condensed, which means shortened. We have also passed by determined, which means that you have decided to achieve something. Okay, so we have here everything is inshallah possible. We have here extensively, which means covering a wide range or area. Also, we have the word rank, if you recall it. Now, just to revise with me, the meaning of rank, which is a position in an ordered group. Now, we have here the word span, which means to extend across. And we have an exercise. So let's just see what we have here. Now, we are going to fill our blanks here with some of the words that we have. Now, the first one, we don't have any electricity because the blank are down. Now, the key word that we have here is going to be electricity. So here it's going to be circuits. Now, the hint here, or the way to just do your exercises correctly, is just to look for small hints or keywords within the sentences. Now we have number 2, our baseball team wins a lot of games, so they usually have a good blank in the league. So which word can you relate? We are talking about a baseball team here. Now, for example, we can say that we have here, yes, there we have a good rank. Now, it is known that there are teams, there are different teams that they are positioned in different ranks. After that, we have number 3. His speech was over an hour long, but he's only had 30 minutes to talk. So he gave a blank version of it. So we have here, if you want to just shorten something, you can say, instead of shorten, the word condensed. Now moving on, we have also number 4. They have not yet blank who they are going to hire, so I don't know if I got the job. Now we have here the job. There is a job and there are a group of people that are going to decide who gets the job, or we can say that we have here the word determined. Number 6, people's life, has gotten longer and longer as medicine improves. Now we can say here that their lives have, the life expectancy, has gotten longer and longer as medicine improves. Now this is something interesting, just to focus on something. Now we have here people's life. Now usually we expect it to be people's lives as plural. But when we look for the meaning in the sentence, we know that we are talking about, in general, life expectancy. After that, we have a number 7. Cell phones are used more blank across the world now than they were 10 years ago. So we are talking about something that is across the world. Or we can say another word, which is extensively. Now we have here extensively means covering a wide range. So it is known that telephones or cell phones, yes, they do cover a wide range. Now moving on to, we have the vocabulary building, which is on page number 39. We have the vocabulary that we revise or learn together here. Actually, we have here 8 words, so just to revise them very quickly, and it's a chance for you just to check your answers and make sure that you have understood them and that your exercises are correct in your book. So we are going to just revise together. We have here the word chain. As we mentioned that we have here chain, we can say also that we have here, there are a lot of restaurant chains that spread all around the world. So specifically here in the book, the topic, we are talking about chains as a business chain, together. So we have here, if we are talking about a business chain, we are going to talk or choose a group of businesses owned by the same company. Then we have in number 2, we have commonplace. Now commonplace, what did we say about the word common? Now if you recall the word common, we said that something is usual. It is something that we all know. And for example, we can give synonyms as ordinary or routine. Nothing out of the ordinary. For an example, we can say that we have here, using social network sites and video chatting is now commonplace. Now we have here commonplace is going to be, just to remember what we have here. Now you can recall that it means frequent or usual. Moving on to the 3rd word, we have here the word estimated. Now if we recall that estimated is something that is connected to guessing, not giving an exact answer or an exact idea. So estimated here means the closest. We can say that we have here the synonym, which is something guessed. We have here evaluated, but not known for certain. You can't give an exact number or an exact figure. So we have here estimated. For example, the estimated profits this year are very high. So we have here, if you recall that we have the word estimated, means, yes, given an approximate cost. Moving on, we have the 4th word. If you remember, we have here the word lucrative. Now lucrative here is an interesting word. Now it's not used in everyday language here, but we can say that some businesses, they are lucrative. Now just try to recall the meaning when I give you the example. Now people, when they start businesses, they are looking for profits and they want to have something that is lucrative. So what can we say more? We have here in the book, although up to now only very wealthy people have had the opportunity to be space tourists, many see this as the beginning of what will eventually become a lucrative new industry. So do you recall the meaning of lucrative here? We can say that lucrative means, just to check, something profitable, producing, or booming. To give you another hint. And yes, if you have answered, we have here producing a lot of money, you have the correct answer. Moving on to the word orbit. Now if you recall that orbit is a very simple and short word here. Now we can say that planets, they orbit the sun. Now orbit here, we can see that it means here, yes, we have here B, which is a path in space, followed by a planet, moon, or a spacecraft. Now do you remember the word, if you can pronounce it with me, we have here the word rigorous. Now rigorous is not easy to pronounce, and from the word not easy to pronounce or the meaning, rigorous here, you can guess the meanings that we have here left. We have A, we have D, and we have H. So what did we say about rigorous? Now we said in the book that people who go to space, they need rigorous training. And some people, they can be described as being rigorous or strict. So here, which one of the 3 meanings left matches with it? Of course, we agreed that it is extremely difficult. Moving on, we have the word simulate. Now, if you recall also, I compared the word or connected it with another word which actually has the same ending. So you can see here that we have here simulate means imitate, or we can say also duplicate. Now, if you remember that I showed you a picture of children, they are not, these are not the real, of course, occupations, or they are not in these positions, but they are simulating the real occupations, which is as a doctor, as a teacher, engineer, and so on. So we have here the word simulate, means to imitate, leaving us to expensive. Now, do you recall the word that I gave you for expensive? We had also another word. It is different from saying expensive when you want to say that something is very expensive. What was the word? Now, if you remember that we had a double letter in it. So, to remember it, we have here the word steep. Now, we have here a table just to classify. You can see that we have here nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. So you can decide here from the table just to classify, to understand the words more, and you can just put them in the table here. Now, if I want to describe something, I can describe it as to be steep or lucrative. So let's just pass by them one by one. We have the word circuits, is a noun, yes. How about condensed? We have here the word condensed. We have, yes, it is an adjective. Now, when we said that scientists determined means here that we have here, yes, it is an adjective. And also it can be a verb as well. We have here the word extensively. It ends with an ly, meaning that it is an adverb. Now, when there is a rank, we also that something spans, which is a verb. A chain of business. Okay, we have here, it can be span, a verb or a noun, and we have here chain as well as a noun. We have the word commonplace. I describe something to be commonplace, and also I can describe something to be lucrative. Moving on, we have the word orbit. When I say that the orbit around the sun, the planets. So here we have here orbit is going to be a verb. I describe something to be rigorous, as we mentioned. And here, just to note that orbit also can be a noun. Simulate. Now, we said that the children simulate, so it is a verb. And we describe something to be steep. So this will help you to study and to also just to remember the words here. And of course, everyday practice helps as well. Now, we are going to move on and see what we have in the world of TV. We have accomplished and completed our vocabulary check in Unit 3, so we are going to just see what we have in Unit 4. So in Unit 4, the world of TV, just to check the vocabulary on page number 49. Now, if you remember, we have the words. We have the word abrupt. We have also animated, prominent, untimely, delusions, capture, prestigious, and we have here conspiracy. Now, we read the words together here. Have you recalled the meanings of these words? So let's just check together. We have here the first thing. Now, do you remember when we said that something is? Yes, we have here the word sudden or unexpected. We have also, we said that something moves here, like a movie or an image here, which means that it is, yes, animated. Also, if you recall, we said that these, of course, a person or an animal, they can be, we said one word. Now, what is the word? Of course, we have here the action of capturing. So from the first meaning here, we have, yes, the word capture. Moving on to what we have, now we can say that something, if it is secretive and not good at the same time, we can say that it is harmful. So this means that there is a conspiracy. Now, do you remember when I showed you the picture here that something, it looks like it is moving, but actually it isn't? So this is a kind of delusion, as we mentioned. We had also something untrue. We have also, we can describe something that is formal and high-classed. So we have here, it is something prestigious. And we have the last word that actually was repeated in 2 units, in Unit 2 and also Unit 4, which means that a person is, we have here, important and famous. He's well known for good things that he has done. So we have here, we can describe this person to be prominent. Now, the last one we have here, of an event or act happening or done at an unsuitable time. Now, from the word time, unsuitable time, it is very easy to connect it to the word untimely here, and we know that it is something that is done at an unsuitable time. Now, we are going to check the last part that we have here in the vocabulary. We have passed by the whole units. We have here the vocabulary. We studied or checked them one by one. So we are going to check the last part that we have here, vocabulary building, which is on page 35. Now, we have done the exercise before. We matched the words with their meanings, but just to recall the meanings that we have here. Of course, we have accomplished lots of exercises and tasks. We did lots of work. So just to recall and to make sure that we remember the meanings. So let's just see what we have. We have the first thing. Now, choose the correct answer. So before we choose, let's just go back just a minute here. Yes, to make sure that you are on track with me. We have the first one, alter it. Now, do you remember when I told you that you can alter your major if you want to change your studies from one thing to another? So we have alter means to change something. We have also the word captivate. Now, captivate is close to capture, but instead of capturing someone or an animal like we studied in Unit 3, we have here, or in Unit 2, in the first part, sorry, for the Unit 4, we have here the word captivate. You are going to capture something else. What are you going to capture? Now, from the meanings that we have here, you know that captivate means to capture someone's attention. So someone is going to be with you. They are going to be interested and watch what you are doing. Also, we have here the word confront. From the word front, what did we say? Now, we have here something that is in front of you. You are going to confront it. Means that you are going to face someone or something. So here, usually we say that a person, must confront their problems. So we have here confront is a word that is used. We have also a word here, just remember how it is pronounced. We have here the word crucial. Now, crucial here, we said that something is crucial or very important. Defect. Now, if you remember that we said here defects. Now, when we described criminals or villains, we said that usually these people, there are defects that we can notice. So they can be in their looks, or sometimes their the way that their behavior in general, or the way that they are acting. So there are different types of defects here. Enduring here, from the ing, we have here the word enduring. Now we say that something is enduring or lasting. We have here the word exotic, which is a strange word, unusual, and actually from the pronunciation exotic, which is unusual, we know that we are talking about something that is unusual but attractive at the same time. Moving on to the word ironically. Now, when we said that someone is ironic, or you say something ironically, which means that it is not how it appears. And the last one, phenomenal. We said that something is phenomenal. We describe it to be great or remarkable. Now we revise the meanings here. We are going to do just a very short task. Now you can choose from the first one. We have here a position in an ordered group. So we have a group, as we said, group of teams, for example. We say that the position is called, yes, rank. We have the other word, the word steep means, now when you describe something to be steep, like traveling to space, or sometimes buying something very expensive, or steep, which means, yes, we have here, see, expensive. Okay, 2 other sentences. We have here, imitates, like the children. We said that they are imitating, or we can say simulate. And then we have here a path in space followed by a planet, moon, or spacecraft. Now, from the word space and a path in space, you can easily choose the word orbit. Moving on to our last exercise here, we have here. Now, actually, we have here 2 meanings and 4 words. So we have here the word extend across. What does it mean? We have here the word enduring, exotic, intimate, and we have your span. So which one do you think? Now here we can, yes, match it with, yes, number 1, span means extend across. And we have another word just to check your knowledge here, unusual and attractive. Now I just mentioned that something is unusual and attractive at the same time. You can closely relate it to the word exotic. So we have revised the vocabulary of the 4 units that we studied this semester. Next time, inshallah, in our next period, we are going to start to revise, and we have the enrichment of the grammar for meaning and function, so be ready for it.